Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to continue our ever-evolving conversation about Stellar Blade. The game officially released yesterday. It's a PS5 exclusive. I did make a video regarding everything going on with the game and the censorship and Sony, so make sure you check out that video. I'll post a link down in the description. But for today's video, we're going to be checking out this. So on Twitter, hashtag free Stellar Blade is trending all over the place. People are cancelling their Sony PlayStation Plus subscription service all over the place. Screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of players just cancelling Sony completely over what's happened with censorship of Stellar Blade. So what we're going to do, this is going to be a chilled out kind of relaxed video. We're just going to kind of go through Twitter, check out some of these posts from the community and see what's going on with Stellar Blade and Sony. So let's take a look at some of these. So here, cancelled, 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 cancelled again, and then we go on to the costumes. So let's go back and let's have a read of some of these posts. So from Altboy, everyone make your voices known. Do not let Sony ruin Stellar Blade and push its developers to censor the game for stupid reasons, like too much nudity. Stand up against the corruption and racism, boycott Sony, and convince the devs to revert the changes. And again, two screenshots here of cancelling their PlayStation membership. Again, from Nate, using uncensored footage in promo material, having uncensored demo, promising the game was uncensored, then censoring outfits and gore at release is a scummy move and false advertising. You gave the people who supported you a huge middle finger at PlayStation. Again, another shot here, your PlayStation Plus subscription will be cancelled. Yeah, people are really not happy with everything that's transpired around this game. It's not necessarily just the costumes or just the fact that the graffiti was changed within the game. It's what it represents as a whole when it comes to sort of Western media, and the fact that every little thing has been censored. We have this snowflake mentality where anything that's deemed a little bit offensive or could be regarded as offensive has to be removed. It has to be washed from, our content, and people are beginning to grow sick of it. So again, another subscription cancellation from Kiss Shot. It's not about hiding thighs and titties. It's about the shitty double standard. More gore was also significantly better. It makes zero sense to censor an 18+ game. Yeah, it's an 18+ game. It means it's mature for mature audiences. It's for adults. So why would you need to censor this stuff? It doesn't make any sense. But obviously, the game was censored due to Sony. And IGN, I believe, had a big kind of input as to why Sony ended up censoring the game. So if you want someone to blame, look at Sony and look at IGN. Your cancellation is confirmed. PlayStation Plus subscription will be cancelled. So, they're going to lose a lot of people over what's going on with this game by the look of it. People are just cancelling. From Nori, free Stellar Blade. I care more about the hypocrisy and the double standards, whether it's gore, lewdness, or profanity. No wonder I've been playing more on PC nowadays. And another cancellation right here. So, Killing Jan, at PlayStation, your hypocritical censorship practices are bullshit. You advertise an uncensored game to gamer pre-orders, and on day one censor it quietly. Either reinstate the game as it was advertised or continue to lose subscriptions. Yeah, it's just happening all over the place. The amount of screenshots I could have put up here, we could have literally for the next 3 hours straight, we could have looked at screenshot after screenshot of people cancelling their PlayStation Plus memberships. And will it have a knock-on effect? Will Sony actually get the message, or is it not enough people that are actually cancelling? We'll have to wait and see if Sony is going to kind of respond to this backlash around Stellar Blade. So moving on to this, hashtag free Stellar Blade. Not just the bunny outfit was toned down on day one patch. So as you can see, guys, this is what the costume actually used to look like. Obviously, you can see a chest for a costume here. And then, as you can see here on the right, can we blow this up a little bit more? You can see the cloth was added in under the costume to cover up her chest. So that's kind of where we're going with the costume alterations. I did cover that in yesterday's video. Like I said, the link will be down in the description, guys, so you can check that out if you're interested in the whole censorship and what's going on with the game. So here we have there are games that are M-rated for a reason. No reason for censorship. The amount of bait and switch should be illegal. I suggest not to pay for PlayStation Plus subscription anymore. Do not give them your money. So this post here was retweeted. It comes from Day One Patch Kids. At PlayStation, the ESRB rating system exists for a purpose. M-rated games are intended for mature audiences. If you persist in baiting and switching us, I may simply allow my PlayStation subscription to lapse and opt not to review, favouring platforms that afford us respect as adults. So yeah, a lot of people, again, are very, very unhappy with what's going on. It's not just the fact that it's, you know, a sexy female game character being covered up and the costumes. It's not that. It's just the double standards, the hypocrisy, and kind of the fact of the bait and switch false advertisement that are really, you know, cheesed people off, if you like. But yeah, guys, so let's go down and let's continue to have a look at these Twitter posts and see what else we come across. So, hey there, guys, Ryan here. I just wanted to do a quick shameless plug to let you all know I do in fact have a Twitter page here, ReviewFlix. Make sure you come over and join our page so you can stay up to date with all the latest pop culture news that's going on with Marvel, DC, Star Wars, etc. And also we'll be updating all the content that we have from our YouTube channel onto our Twitter page as well, so you can stay informed with everything going on in the world of pop culture. That would really help me out, guys, and would really go a long way to supporting my content and my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. So, we have here, why do you anger the people who pay you a lot of money, PlayStation? Put the gore back in and remove the censorship. I bought 12 physical copies for my family. Wow, this guy's obviously got a lot of income. 12 versions of this game. And this game's not cheap as well. It's like 60 or 70 pounds, so that's a lot of money to spend. Copies for family, friends and colleagues. Digital Deluxe can refund real quick and play your game better than you. So, let's keep going down. Okay, so you're telling me Sony can allow a sex scene in The Last of Us Part 2, but you can't allow Stella Blade to be uncensored. It's fucking baffling. I'm tired of this censorship bullshit. Yeah, again, double standards within Sony and within kind of their publishing methods when it comes to their game. Obviously, everybody here's pretty much seen The Last of Us 2 right now. Seen The Last of Us 2 by now, not right now. And obviously, there's that scene in there with Abby, the whole sex scene thing. But that doesn't get cancelled, that doesn't get censored, that doesn't get removed. But, you know, having a an Eastern character, you know, portrayed in a kind of a sexy costume, that's not allowed. But having a sex scene with Abby, that is allowed. So it really doesn't make any sense as to why, you know, one is allowed and the other isn't. What game journalists want Eve from Stella Blade to be wearing? They would completely patch the game out and have this instead. Just cover her in a potato sack. If they had their way, it probably would end up like this. Could you imagine if this was released as a costume, a potato sack? So, by the way, the gore effects were censored as well. What's the point? What's the point in M for mature if they end up censoring shit out? But games like BG3, Cyberpunk, and The Last of Us 2 are allowed to have nudity, sex, and violence. This is hypocrisy at its peak. Yeah, again, we can't really say anything that we haven't said before, but, you know, censoring out the costumes, censoring out the blood, and just loads of people just cancelling their PlayStation Plus memberships. At the end of the day, if Sony gets hit in the wallet and enough people do cancel their memberships, then they'll get the message eventually. But we'll have to see how this turns out. In the coming weeks, or the coming days and weeks, will Sony go back and kind of get, will they allow Stella Blade to kind of update the game and kind of bring the original costumes back without the alterations? We'll have to see how that pans out. So, Shift Up's uncensored Eve is enchanting, Sony's hypocrisy and censorship are sadly typical, but sabotaging the roaring success Stella Blade Studios has earned is unforgivable. You won't see reason, so you will suffer loss. Look at that video there that you put. And yeah, that's obviously one of the unaltered costumes. As you can see, it's a bit more exposed on the chest area, if you like. But this person's made an underwater video of Eve here in the kind of original costume before it was covered up. But yeah, censorship is sadly typical, but sabotaging the success of Stella Blade. So Sony's double standards. Yeah, so you're not allowed to wear tight clothing in a video game, but you're allowed to have Abby's sex scene in The Last of Us. Crazy stuff. Fuck you, Sony. Your PlayStation Plus Essential subscription will cancel. Yeah, guys, so this is just the mentality of what's going on this free Stella Blade, you know, hashtag that's trending all over Twitter. But guys, to finish off this video, I just wanted to give us a kind of a rough look at what's going on Twitter. But let's check this out. So we have a petition going on change.org. So, free Stella Blade. Why this petition matters. So Stella Blade is a phenomenal new game that just launched on PlayStation 5 worldwide, but it has a problem. The content has been censored from the original trailer version posted by Sony. We as gamers want this content back. We relied on it. We made the game the #1 pre-order worldwide because of it, and this is the true game we want. Obviously, guys, you can go on to read the rest of it. Stella Blade is more than a game. It's become a cultural beacon for the freedom of expression in a time where game publishers like Sony are censoring games more than ever. So this is a a petition here on change.org, like I said, to get the game sort of reinstated back to its original version. At the moment, it currently has 15,449 signatures, trying to get to 25. It had 13,000 people signed today. So I'm assuming when it says today, it means within the last 24 hours. But that's quite a lot of signatures. If it can reach 25,000, that's great. I'm not sure what this petition is actually going to do if it receives 25,000 signatures. You know, are they going to send it off to Sony, or does Sony reply to it? I'm not sure how it works, or if it will have any effect in the long run. But again, if Sony do see this, it will kind of tell them that, you know, fans aren't happy with what's going on. Let's just refresh this quickly and see. Okay, so it's just jumped up to 16,293. So, like an extra 1,000 signatures just in the last sort of hour or so have been applied to this, which is great. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on Twitter there, guys. I just wanted to kind of fill you in there a little bit with kind of the cancellation of Sony and the cancellation of people's Sony subscriptions when it comes to PlayStation. That fans aren't happy with the hypocrisy and all the double standards. Do you have Stellar Blade? Are you currently playing it? Are you thinking of cancelling your subscription to PlayStation Plus as well? Do you agree with these posts or not agree? Guys, whatever your thoughts and opinions are, jump into the comment section. I would love to hear your kind of thoughts on everything that's going on with this game and the cancellation of Sony by the players, which is kind of ironic and funny. But yeah, so that's where we are, guys. I just wanted to update you on the whole Stellar Blade situation. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to me on Twitter, by the way, guys, at #review_flicks. I'd love to see you there. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe to my content if you enjoy it, guys. I will see you in the next one.